Hi, welcome to Retail Skills Training, where I will be interviewing gurus and leaders to share their experiences and wisdom. Post the interview, I will share how this wisdom can be applicable to us in a business context. Today, we are meeting Allan Pease, and the question I ask him:
by the late 1960s. So 1969, it was an official training course which had a unit in there called Reading Your Customer's Body. And that was so enormously popular because salesmen back in the late 60s were men. There weren't really any women in it. Whereas today, most salesmen today are women. Right. Back in those days, it was men. So when I talk about reading people's bodies to work out their intentions, it was enormously popular. So I thought I could make this a book. So I decided to write a book, which the first book in 1976 was called Body Language. And that became #1 worldwide, which got me into television and got me more and more speaking. So since then, it's just been non-stop since the mid-70s. Well, you say it's the topic of my choice. It's actually the topic of the audience's choice. And this is a real secret to being able to pick what sort of topics to be talking about as a speaker. Now, many speakers speak because they have a message they have with themselves and they want to purge it. Maybe it's been their background or their history, or there's something that's important they want to talk about. If the audience doesn't want to hear it, that's a bit of a problem. And I mean, we've all done that. We've talked about things that are important to us, but maybe it's not that important to the audience. Correct. And so the key is to listen to your audience, and the audience will tell you what they want you to talk about within the frame of what you talk about. So I found the audiences was just so crazily keen about this crossing your arms, touching your face, and scratching your head, or what became called body language. So I decided to go down that theme, and I wrote a book that people wanted to buy, and this is a secret to getting bestsellers. I've written 18 bestsellers, 11 #1s, internet. I'm not talking about Amazon #1s, I'm talking about Times #1 bestsellers. And I've done that intentionally by writing books that people would knock me over to get a copy of this for $25 or $30. Because you can write a book on any subject and purge yourself or whatever you want. It doesn't mean anybody's going to buy it. And 94% of all manuscripts submitted to publishers don't get published, and 96% that do get published sell less than 2,000 copies. So statistically, a chance of having a best-selling book are very small. So I write books. Once I figured this out after the first 5 or 6 books, decided to only write #1 bestsellers, which means writing books that the audience says, I want to know about this. And so you learn what it is that they want to know about, and you present that and write books on that. And that way you can become a relevant speaker who's giving audiences what they want, as opposed to writing books, which I did.
So what can we learn and apply? In today's crisis, pivoting to do what you can do best with your time, your natural resources, and your abilities. Yes, never underestimate what you can do. So when you work hard with your natural talents and you want to serve customers to the best end, things will come naturally to you. I learned a lot from Allan and his books, and I applied this, and I created my own retail and gamification courses. Yes, these are my natural talents that I showcase. So, click to the link below to see my courses. See you in the next video with Allan.